Hey y'all, hey, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about some big homeschool changes I'll be making for the upcoming year. If you're new here, I'm Shadaman, expecting homeschooling mom to a 7, 6, and 3-year-old. So since I am currently 5 months pregnant, I was like, I have to make some big changes, at least for the first half of our new homeschool year. So that's what we'll be talking about today. Okay, so the first big change we're going to be making is we're going to start a 5-day school week instead of a 4-day school week. And we initially started off with a 5-day school week like years ago, and then like the last 2 years we've been doing a 4-day school week with a rest day, like rest or fun day or review day on Friday. But I'm like, since I am expecting a baby, I need to do a 5-day school week. I want my girls to kind of like, I wouldn't say get ahead, but just get in the rhythm of doing the work 5 days, because we will have to take, a break once the baby get here. And I just want to have enough reps and enough like progress when that time comes. So I'm not sure if we're going to do Sunday through Thursday or Monday through Friday. I'll probably like alternate and see which day works better for us. I feel like Friday is really busy for us if I don't like grocery shop early in the week, but if I do, then Friday is pretty smooth. So I think I'm going to start testing out Monday through Friday first and leave Sunday for like a prep reset type day for the house. And see how that goes. If that doesn't work and we're missing out on that 5th day, then I'll start from Sunday through Thursday and do most of my prep for the weekend and stuff on Friday. So we shall see. The next change I want to make for our homeschool is to incorporate more floor puzzles, and I'm saying it for a reason. I was really big on puzzles for my children when they were 3, 4, 5, and I feel like now that they are 7 and 6, of course my son is 3, but now that they are 7 and 6, I feel like we've kind of moved away from the floor puzzles as often as I like them to do them. And I think that's because I didn't really have them out and about. Like most of our floor puzzles were stored in the closet. They were not visible or easy to get. So now I am making changes to the homeschool room, and I have most of the puzzles that I want them to do already out, visible, so it won't be any excuse as to I don't know where it is, I don't know what we can do, things of that nature. So I really want to focus on 2 puzzles specifically, and that is the USA map puzzle as well as the world map puzzle, because I want them to get really familiar with the states and capitals as well as continents and learn about different countries. And I think doing it with the puzzles that we have, 2 of them come with like information cards so we can learn more about the country and stuff like that. And we'll also be doing geography, so it'll just tie hand in hand. But I think doing the puzzles on the regular would be a really good idea to make the information stick, as opposed to just trying to memorize it, if that makes sense. So the third thing I have on my list as far as making a big change is to incorporate more walks and exercise. Now I don't know if this is a little bit selfish, but because I am pregnant, I'm like, I need to stay active, I need more exercise, I need more workouts, and of course anytime I do it, I incorporate them. So it's like they need it just as well as I do. This will count as their PE, physical education, just to keep them active. Like, kids have a lot of energy, especially in the mornings for my son, but making it a priority at a specific time in our day to either get outside, go for a walk, put on YouTube and do a workout that everybody can do, or to just do something active outside while the weather is still nice. And I have noticed something, like in terms of if you're not like involved in the extracurricular activity like a sport or something, then children are generally not as strong, right? Especially if they're not having to do specific workouts all the time. So that's something I really want to work on for myself as well as for them. So incorporating PE, okay? I'm gonna say PE, but for me it's just staying active, preparing my body for a baby, and just trying to get stronger. Okay, we are on number 4. So the 4th thing as far as a change I have on my list is to get rid of distractions, including this one. Okay, this is really the main distraction in homeschool, and it's like you get notifications, you get calls, you get texts, you just think you heard your phone ring or something like that, and it's like anytime that happens, anytime you even look at it, anytime you pick it up or get on the phone, children get distracted. They know that you're distracted, and it's like their focus is off. The rhythm they had going is broken, and it's like it's kind of hard to get them to stay in school mode when they know that you're distracted and you're not fully there. It's also a big distraction for them because they need your undivided attention, especially that we are working one-on-one with your children. And if they're asking you a question and you're just scrolling and looking at your phone and you're like, yeah, sounds good, sounds right, you know, that's not really encouraging them. That's not really boosting their confidence, that you're listening and that they have your undivided attention. And so I really want to incorporate that to either have my phone in another room, of course making sure my husband knows, hey, you know, if you need me, just give me a call, but not because I usually just have my phone very close by, you know, just in case. But now it's like I need it either outside the room, or a place where I can just grab it and look. I don't have an excuse as far as time. We have a clock in here now that I just put up today. And it's like, well, I need to know what time it is, how long we've been working on something. I have to use the regular clock. And I just think it's going to be a really good, peaceful, kind of like slow rhythm and flow when I don't have my phone. Another distraction was also my laptop. If I'm checking emails or trying to multitask while I'm homeschooling them. But I really just want to give undivided attention. I want it to be nice and intimate because again I am preparing for a baby, and I just feel like less. Yes. Sure. So let's just take advantage of the bonding, right? Now, before a lot of changes happen. So, and then the next thing I have on my list is something that we started off doing, but I kind of got away from it. Is circle time for everyone, although they are 7 and 6. My son is 3. So I want to get back to the circle time for him, for the songs, the dancing, the movement, the day of the week, what actual day it is. And also for the older, for my girls, to include Bible, to include maybe a scripture of the day or an affirmation or something like that, but as a way to get our day started. I think it would be really beneficial. It would be super engaging because usually when I put on songs for my son, my girls are tuned in. Even though they know all of the stuff that he's learning, they're still tuned in. They still want to sing it. They still want to dance with him and stuff like that. So it's like, we're gonna do circle time, but I'm gonna make sure that I can have it on his level as well as their level, and that they're getting something out of it. They're learning, or they're being affirmed. They're learning, or they are reviewing something that's very important, something to either build their confidence, build their knowledge, test them a little bit, but something that's going to be beneficial for them as well. And I want to say the last, not really, I have one more on here, but I feel like I have other changes I want to include. The last thing I have as far as a big change is doing family subjects, which I've done in the past, but specifically I'm talking about science. So this year I'm going to be doing a completely online science curriculum. There are like printables and things that go with it, but last year I was doing science 2 different ways, right? My 7-year-old had her own curriculum she was doing. My 6-year-old had her own curriculum she was doing. I was bouncing back and forth. They were learning about 2 different things, and this year I just wanted to be one topic and to, make it challenging when need be, or make it easier when need be, to reach both levels. but it'll cut down on the amount of prep I have to do, the amount of load on my plate as far as being a pregnant mom homeschooling, and it'll just be a good way to bond with them. So yeah, I'm thinking that's all I have for this video. I will be back with the curriculum video very, very soon. Let me know if you have any questions or if you are implementing any big homeschool changes this year. And I'll see you guys in my next video.